Today's video is brought to you by ablmerch.com. Grab your I Survived the Pandemic hats, t-shirts, stickers, mugs, and more through the link in the description box below. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today I bring you an update on the video I did a few days ago relating to the Black Lives Matter co-founder Patrisse Cullors and her $1.4 million Los Angeles County home. I did my initial video and article on this story, and for some reason, Twitter blocked me for 11 hours, 12 hours. I was like, hey, what's going on with this? What did I do? There was nothing in the article that was inflammatory, that was in some kind of way insulting, really. It was just a straight fact. The tweet itself was just straight fact. I didn't even add any commentary to it. It was the title of the video and then a link. That's it. That was all. Nothing. So why am I getting blocked? Maybe they don't want the truth to get out about people like Patrisse Cullors. Something I was suspecting in my previous video is reality. I was like, hey, I wonder if she only has one home. Has she purchased any other homes? And yes, she has. She has not one, not two, not three, but 4 homes. And she was trying to get a 5th one. The total purchase price of all of her real estate portfolio is $3.2 million. Okay. And she was trying to spend some more. And they all started back in 2016 when Black Lives Matter was really rocking and rolling right during the election of Donald Trump. But anyway, I'll talk about that specifically at a different time. Now, let's get into this article. We got to get into it because I want to see some of these houses. This is on a New York Post, and all of my sources will be in the description box below. So you're not taking my word for it. You're not just listening to me talk at you. You can read it and see it for yourself right on the internets. Inside BLM co-founder Patrisse Cullors' $1 million real estate buying binge. Okay, so that's her right there, you know, real pro-black and woke and all this, but lives up there in the hills and has a bunch of houses. Kind of like Bernie Sanders, also a communist, Marxist, whatever you want to call it, same thing, who has, I think, 3 homes? But I digress. Patrisse Cullors, 37 years old, also eyed property in the Bahamas at an exclusive resort where Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods both have homes. The self-described Marxist last month's purchase of $1.4 million home on a secluded road, a short drive from Malibu in Los Angeles. Now, some fellow activists were taken aback by the real estate revelations. Hawk Newsom, the head of Black Lives Matter Greater New York City, called for a quote-unquote independent investigation to find out how the global network spends its money. I mean, why do you care, sir? Why do you really care? You guys are just destroying everything, and you really don't have any kind of regard when it comes to the destruction of property and how much that costs, but you're worried about how this lady spends her money? Why be worried about that? You focus on the wrong things. See, I'm worried about the destruction of property and the illicit funds. You're worried about one half of it. Are you a hater? Trying to get some money for yourself? But I digress. Here's one house. This is the Conyers, Georgia house. Beautiful. I mean, very, very nice. You know, the landscaping is great. That's a really, really nice house. You know, a little pressure wash up under there won't do it no harm, but it's a nice house. Indoor pool. Oh yeah, look at that. Plenty of windows, beautiful lighting. Yeah, that right there is fantastic. All right. And this is a hangar. There is a hangar on this property. So you can fly a private plane straight to the house out there. And by the way, Conyers is like, I guess you would say suburban Atlanta. It's kind of far out. It's like to the south and the east of Atlanta. It's probably about a half hour to 45 minutes from downtown Atlanta. So you got a whole landing strip on your property. There's also a place where mechanics can come and work on the plane. So, yeah, it's what you get for your monies. And I think all of the houses are right around $500,000 when she purchased them. The one in Inglewood, the one in South LA, and also Conyers. But the Topanga Canyon was $1.4 million. All right. And that's her bruh's, husband, spouse, wife, whatever they want to call this person. That's her significant other. She's married to this person. That's her wife, I suppose. Right. But again, I don't want to say the wrong pronouns here. All right. So that's the custom ranch right there in Conyers. 3.2 acres out there in rural Georgia. Private airplane hangar with the studio apartment above it. So the hangar has an apartment above it, and that's detached away from the actual house. They don't even really count in the house, right? And then that was 2 years after the publication of Con Coolers. That's the lady, Patrice Cullors' best-selling memoir, When They Call You a Terrorist. So woke books get you this nice property, huh? Who says that it doesn't pay to be on the left? In October, the activist signed a multi-platform deal with Warner Brothers Television Group to help produce content for quote-unquote black voices who have been historically marginalized. Okay, so you got the book deal, the TV deal. I'm telling you, it's big money in this. They don't know how much you got for either deal, but it's probably a lot of money. You get a lot of money from donations and these book deals and everything else. The grift is real. Okay, now there's also an Inglewood House. I'll show you that in a minute. She bought that for $510,000 in 2016, I believe, and it's now worth $800,000. So maybe that's just the market going up, or maybe she put money into it to make it better. Because, like I was saying before, sometimes in LA, an abandoned home might run you $800,000. So they probably bought the property for $510,000 and had to fix it up a lot. So why not stay right there? Why not just have that be your house if it's about just wanting to be in LA and having a decent home? You already got one right there in Inglewood, right next to your people, right? Oh, and then the lady, the husband or whatever, got put on the deed in the family trust because they got married. And that's your Inglewood house right there. You see, you have the little the gate or the wall right there. But I thought walls were racist. I thought having security locks and bars and whatnot on your window was racist. I can't tell because I see this big iron gate right there. Probably blocks off a garage or something to that extent. And is there any more pictures? Oh yeah. So this is the Englewood home. Pretty modest, right? Pretty low ceilings and decent tile floor. I wonder how much this what's that, a bearskin rug? I wonder how much that costs. 3-bed, 1.5 baths, not too much. Not too much at all. Little cube storage from Target. So real basic, but still $500,000 and now worth $810,000. Did you put any work into it? Probably so. All right. And then in 2018, she got the South LA house that she paid $590,000 for, but now it's worth $720,000. That's only 1,700 square feet, right around in. And let's look at that right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna get to the Bahamas in a minute. This is the South LA house. I'm not really saying where that is specifically, but that's the house right there. Another wall. What's up with all these walls? I thought walls were racist. How are you going to be a Marxist and how are you going to be against the border wall when you got walls on your property? You got a wall on the front and a wall on the side. And you probably got security and everything else. Like, what's going on? And then they got this whole big security door in their house next door. But I thought this was racist. How can this be? In South LA, that's a mostly minority neighborhood, yes? Okay, updated kitchen, obviously. Nice. Looks like might be engineered hardwood, maybe even vinyl. Probably wouldn't have pure hardwood in the kitchen, but maybe so. Maybe so, but it looks real nice, real updated. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening right here with this window. Is it blocked off? I'm not really understanding what's going on, but it looks real nice. Okay, this is before they did any kind of upgrades. I don't see the fridge. I would go right there. So yeah, looks great. It's a 4-bed house. Now this is it does have 600 oceanside acres just for the one property, and that's it right there. Wow, look at that, right on the water. Look at the outside, the columns. I mean, this is like where dude got shot at the end of, what was that, Goodfellas, one of those movies. Remember when the dude escaped and he went to Costa Rica? This is like where he got popped at, but I'm not trying to say anything. I'm just saying there's a movie reference, but I digress. This is beautiful right here. I mean, you're talking about luxury. You got the fans on the top here, recessed lights and speakers. Oh man, this is great. This is fantastic. I mean, to even stay there as an Airbnb, that'll run you into the hundreds per night on the low end, if not thousands. But you want to buy that, as your fifth residence. That's your first, your second, your fifth residence. You got a whole real estate portfolio going here. Now, here's a little blurb right here. Growing up, Con Colors lived in a 2-story, tan-colored building where the paint is peeling and where there's a gate that is not closed properly and an intercom system that never works. The only place in my hood to buy groceries was a 7-Eleven. Well, you got plenty of places to buy groceries now. Marxism is definitely a thing. Queen, our black queen, super woke, getting money at the same time. If you're just a capitalist and you just trying to get money, I'm not hating at all. But I thought you're a Marxist and a communist, all this and that. I didn't think you were this big time capitalist. And here is the Topanga Canyon home. Like I said, the super high vaulted ceilings, their little industrial look with the beams exposed, beautiful skylights, all that good stuff. And here is a better picture of the home. The picture I showed you, this was it yesterday, I think. Hold on, let me see if it'll go to it. See, that was what I showed you yesterday. That's not even really showing the full thing. That's just it appears to be the backside of it. That's not showing you the full picture. Now, that is what the home looks like. Look at that. 2-car garage, real private, nestled away. I mean, that's really, really nice. And the she shed in the back with its own bed and bath. I mean, 1.4 million up there in the hills with nobody black around. And my question would be, I'm gonna just come back here. My question would be, are you just buying up stuff to have people live in that are in your family, your friends of yours, people that are quote unquote houseless in Los Angeles? Are you trying to do some type of thing where you have like a group home or something like that? A halfway house? I don't think so. I think these houses just for you and your spouse and maybe your mama or somebody, but that's it. That's pretty much it. Or how about this? Maybe you're just trying to hedge against the inflation. Maybe you're taking advice from capitalists. I wonder what a stock portfolio was like. That thing is probably off the hook. The Robinhood app is crazy. I'm talking about 6 figures, 7 figures in the Robinhood app, and your E-Trade account is probably off the hook right now. Okay, but you know what? I'm tripping. She's not a normie with a little bit of money like me. She's probably going to a whole stock broker and having her assets managed through what I read was a complex web of corporate entities. That's probably what's going on with that, but different story, I digress. Her stock portfolio was probably immaculate. Real estate portfolio was immaculate. You're trying to just get everything going. You got 4 properties at least on the low end, trying to go for number 5 out there in the Bahamas. And you know what? As I close, I want to say this. She's doing right when it comes to just getting money and being a capitalist, because people always ask me, inflation is happening and I got some money. Where do I put it? I'm like, hey, you need to be buying some stuff that will kind of hedge against inflation, things that will, increase, things that will appreciate in value. Real estate is a good thing. It can be risky, but it's a good thing. Stocks are a good thing. Things that appreciate in value are good because you got inflation happening thanks to policies that this lady would support. Inflation's happening, 0% interest. So even to save money in a savings account that has interest on it, you're not really getting that much money with 0% interest. So why not buy things? She's doing the right thing from a capitalist point of view. But I thought that you were a Marxist. I thought that you were a trained Marxist. So why are you doing these things? Maybe people will understand that this whole Black Lives Matter thing is a big grift, as the cool kids say. It's all to get money. It's not really legitimate. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that I'm correct in what I'm saying about Black Lives Matter and this lady's properties and what they really believe in? They say it's about Marxism and not having classes and things of that nature. But I can't tell based upon what I've been able to see. It's most certainly about getting money and having things. If it's not, then, what's really going on with this? What's going on with this? If you were just a regular person working a job or having a business and you weren't so woke, I wouldn't even be mad. But since you are talking about how we got to buy black and, I'm a Marxist, I'm a communist, I'm against capitalism, I'm against this, I'm against that. But you're doing this, there's a clear double standard. There's clear hypocrisy going on. That's my only gripe and concern. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.